wait. Skull number number 315, take one.
From Television City in Hollywood.
Howdy, neighbors. Everybody likes the hillbilly program so well that tonight, this is the corn belt.
It's the Red Skelton Hour. There's an awful lot of charm when you try to run a farm in this field of entertainment that we know. We don't work for 7 days. The only thing we raise is the curtain at the start of every show.
We may plant a peck of laughter, and after a while,
There's a harvest you'll be sharing by wearing a smile. Our guest stars, Stubby Kaye. The Paris Sisters. David Rose and his orchestra. The Skeltons. And the Skelton Dancers. Brought to you by. And here is our star, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I just heard a joke. A little priest went in to hear his first confession, see? He'd never been in the confessional booth before. And a little fellow came in and says, Father, he says, I've sinned. He says, I've been gambling, just for a small stake. And the little priest says, it's quite all right, as long as it was for food. Thank you. Hey, talking about losing weight, you notice I've lost weight? You know what I did? I went to one of those clinics where you lose pounds, lose weight. So I walked in and I said to the doc, I said, I'd like to lose about 50 pounds of ugly fat. He said, you're going to look silly running around without a head. The doc says, how much do you weigh? I says, 227 pounds. He says, stripped? I says, no, the drugstore was crowded. Hey, I checked into this clinic, see, and I never saw so many fat people in all my life. See? It looked like about 17 tons of Jell-O on the hook. There was one fat lady out in front of the clinic. She opened up her coat and 7 people got on. They thought it was a bus. This fat lady went shopping, see, and she went in to buy a pair of shoes, and the clerk that waited on her was bald-headed, see. She looks down, sees the bald head, thought it was her knee, and put her dress on. But it's a nice clinic I went to. They gave me a private room with a running nurse. And this one nurse I had, she was really skinny, For a bathing suit, she could use a string of spaghetti with armholes. And one day she came in to take my blood count, and I looked up at her taking it, and she was so thin I felt sorry. I said, take a pint for yourself. She's a beautiful specimen of undeveloped seaweed. She'd walk in, she'd say, well, good morning, Mr. Skelton. I offered her my handkerchief, see? Then I found out she really talked that way. Hey, you know, I got on the elevator one day, and a whole lot of fat people got on, about 5 fat people, and they start calling out their floors. One guy says, take me up to 10. Another guy says, take me to 5, take me to 3, take me to 2. The operator opened the door, he says, basement, everybody out. You see, everybody was so heavy, see. They got on and called their floors, and he says, the basement, everybody out. Well, I paid good money for that job. You see, they were all heavy. See? You know, I'm the only guy in television that tells them and explains them. Anyhow, there was one big fat lady in this clinic. I got to tell you about her. See, she was the happiest little blimp you ever saw. She looked like a fugitive from the Macy Parade. See, she comes in, and the first week she was there, she lost 100 pounds. See. Now, the fat was going away, but she started getting wrinkled. She was so wrinkled that she put on a pair of those black gymnasium bloomers, and she looked like a 250-pound prude. Anyhow, these fat people were on this elevator, see? Hey, Gertrude and Heathcliff, the two seagulls are talking. He says, Gertrude, what's the biggest egg you've ever laid? She says, oh, I don't know. I would say about 3 inches. He says, well, why don't you lay fatter eggs? There's a duck down the road there that lays 6-inch eggs, and everybody thinks it's just wonderful, see? She says, for 3 inches, I should exert myself for a compliment. Hey, you know what? You ever notice, they're talking about reducing and stuff, you ever notice that people, when they go on a diet, right away, see, they get this complex. They can't pass a scale. They got to get weight. Here, give me my hat. I'd like to show you a typical lady getting weight on a scale.
E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had some chicks. E-I-E-I-O. With a chick here, a chick there. Here a chick, there a chick, everywhere a chick. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had some ducks. E-I-E-I-O. Well, you know there was a here and a there, over here, a there, a everywhere. Old MacDonald had a far-out farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Old MacDonald had a teenage hop. E-E-I-I-I-O-O-O.
Yeah.
And all the ducks and the chickens came around to hop. E-E-I-I-I-Whoa-Whoa-Whoa.
Yeah.
They did the bird right here and the what to see there. Waddle here, Popeye there, mashed potato everywhere. Old MacDonald had a teenage hop. E-E-I-I-I-Whoa-Whoa-Whoa. dooba-doo-doo. In case you wanna do some dancing, better make it quick. Do-do-do-do-do, dooba-dooba-dooba-doo-doo.
Before the ducks begin romancing with your favorite chick.
You know that old MacDonald had a farm. Daddy, let your E-I-O. Do-do-do-do, dooba-dooba-dooba-doo-doo. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba, E-I-O.
Tonight, Red Skelton and Stubby Kaye in Sit Down, You're Rockin' the Vote.
Gee, now that reminds me, I ain't seen my son Clem all day. I wonder where he is. Clem! Clem!
The melody don't mean much, but the words sure stand up.
Hey, Clem Kadiddlehopper, I want you to get busy around here.
Oh.
That there horse out there, I want him shod.
Oh. That was an awful good horse, Paul.
No, Clem. When I said shod, I meant for you to shoe him.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? He ain't gonna shoot, Paul. He's dead.
Clem Kadiddlehopper, I want you to put shoes on that horse and get busy.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Boy, is he stupid. Hello there, Nellie. How are you, old girl? With the shoes on you. We'll put some on. Would you like some boots? Would you like some boots? Hey, how would you like one of these Castro shoes? That's got the Cuban heel. Here, hold it. Anybody ever tell you that you had muffles in your hair? Here, I'll fix you here. Now, you're not going to start beating my head out. You knock my brains out. You're just wasting your time if you try that. Here, that shoe. That'll hold you there, old girl. Now, here we go. How would you like...
For heaven's sake, now look what you've done. You flattened my nose. You flattened my nose. Now, how am I going to open beer cans?
Just think. Hey, how would you like some tennis shoes? Would you like some tennis shoes? Then you can sneak up on Mr. Ed. Sorry, I can only handle one customer at a time. You'll have to wait in line, sir. You'll have to wait in line.
Clem, tell me something. Why are you trying to put a tennis shoe on that horse's hoof?
Well, it's better than trying to get 5 people on a fat elevator.
I knew it would get a laugh.
I knew it! That's where that joke belongs, was there. I told it in the wrong spot, that's what. There you are.
All I can say, Clem, that's a stupid answer.
I'm consistent.
Clem, horses don't wear people shoes. They wear round iron ones.
Oh.
We have over the door one hanging.
You have one over the door hanging? Throw the horse over the fence, a bale of hay. What's that down the road, a hat? Throw the baby downstairs, some candy. You got an award from the Greek theater? Oh, you call me stupid, huh? Now, what was that again, Paul?
We got one over the door. We got one hanging over the door.
Yeah, it's there. Read it. All you gotta do is read it. You got one hanging over the door? Well, that's silly. How you gonna get her up there and put them on? Hey, Paul, what that smells like that?
Well, that's fertilizer.
I know, but what did you put in it? Yeah.
Clem, listen to me. I have to go down to the village. I have some. I want you to do the chores because I want to see the Widow Brown.
No, the Widow Brown, that's my new girl. That's my new girl, the Widow Brown.
She's my girl.
No, she's my girl.
She's my girl.
You're going with the Widow Brown? Yes. Let me ask you something. Can you look cross-eyed?
No.
Can you wiggle your ears? No. Can you make your Adam's apple go sideways?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what she sees in you.
Well, as I say, Clem, I want you to do the chores because I'm going to the village. We're having our local elections.
The election! What a thrill! What excitement! What's an election?
Today, the mayor is holding a primary.
Oh, well, that's good for the mayor. He'll do anything to get his picture in the paper, won't he?
Clem, every 2 years he holds a primary, and I'm going down to help.
Oh, well, that's neighborly of you. Why, is it too heavy for him alone? Let's do the fat joke again, huh?
Clem, I think it's about time that we talk about our politics.
Parlor ticks? We got ticks in the parlor? Well, ring it in.
Let me tell you about our government.
What about it?
Now, take Congress, for instance.
Yes?
They have an upper house and a lower house.
Well, big deal. We've got two houses, too. We got the big house out in front and the,
Clem, when you take the watermelons down to the village,
Yes.
I want you to register. You're old enough to vote.
I am? How old am I?
Don't you know the date you were born?
Well, for heaven's sakes, how could I? My eyes were closed at the time. I couldn't see the calendar. Besides, that stupid doctor holding me upside down. Can you read upside down? Use your hair.
Clem, you're over 21, and it's high time you voted and exercised your prerogative.
I think we better do the elevator joke again. Exercise my prerogative?
Yeah.
Well, you tell me where it is, and I'll take it for a walk.
This is a wonderful, wonderful day. Today is the day we dedicate our new post office. And here to make the dedication is your mayor and mine. Let's all welcome honest Claude Stickyfinger.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry I'm late, fellow voters, but since next week is election, I was out kissing babies. The 20-year-old kind. I like them because they kiss back. Well, friends, as you all know, there's been a lot of corruption and graft in this town, and, well, I'd like to dedicate this building to the man that made it all possible. Me. Hand me the water, Bert.
Yes, sir, here you are.
Thank you.
I'm going to have to see the eye doctor. I got spots in front of my eye. No, there's a watermelon seeds. Maybe I better see the watermelon doctor. Hello, doc. Out of the way, everybody. Mumble, mumble, mumble. I can't understand a word he says. It sounds like you got a mouthful of cement. What are you doing in there? What's he doing in there?
What's that?
What's he doing in there?
He was laying a cornerstone.
No wonder he's yelling. Why, even my hen couldn't lay anything that big. Oh, yeah. Here, let me help you.
I can't breathe.
Well, naturally, all the air's out here, buddy. Get out of there.
You're a very, very brave young man.
Yeah?
You saved the life of the mayor.
No, kid.
Yeah.
Hey, your picture looks much fatter and flatter than it does in the papers. Yeah. Hey, you look like a pizza with ears in there.
This thing off of me!
Get it off of him, he said.
Lift it up here.
You want to get it off of him there. There.
Oh, hey, that doggone cornerstone.
Here. Of course you got a headache, but why take it out on the corner?
The dedication is off. Off.
Everybody go home. Take a watermelon.
Now, wait a minute. Just wait a minute. What are you doing here anyway, you dumb, stupid, idiotic, clumsy...
I came to town to register for you to vote.
Intelligent, bright, brilliant, brainy, upstanding, public-spirited citizen.
Oh, that did it, boy. You just lost my vote.
Why?
Why, anybody can say such nice things about me. He's got to be stupider than I am.
Here. Have a cigar and fill out this registration form.
Well, I could do better with a pencil. Oh, thank you. I'll smoke that later. Fill out the form. Well, I've done the best I can. They say Clem. I'll make a big X for Clem. Now, Kadiddlehopper. I'll need a bigger X. With a bigger name. Middle name. What is the name of my middle? Starts with S. Belly. I'll make a great big signature and put the trademark in there.
Now there's stupidity for you.
Yeah, with that vacuum in his head, he could open his mouth and clean carpets.
He doesn't know his nose from a gopher hole.
Oh, for heaven, I think I'll catch him cold. I'll catch him cold. Blow. Sure loosens up your head, I'll tell you that.
See what I mean?
Oh, that's what I call a career jerk. He's the perfect candidate to run against me.
You're right, Mr. Mayor.
Hey, fellas, I'm having a problem.
Well, what's the problem?
Well, I got it all filled out, but it says here, address.
Address?
Address.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
I don't wear one.
Young man, we need another candidate for mayor.
Oh.
Now, how would you like to run against me?
Well, run against you what? Bounce myself to death? Oh, you silly boy.
No.
What'd you eat, a bowl of inner tubes for breakfast?
What we mean is, how would you like to throw your hat into the ring?
Well, not with my head in it, no.
Oh, we got a new candidate! Hey, all the townspeople!
Everybody!
Come on!
Gather in. The idiot is going to speak.
Fellow citizens,
Yes.
I hereby nominate as my opponent for the office of Mayor Clem Kadiddlehopper.
Yes.
Is there a second?
No, there's just one Clem. The world ain't ready for another one. Now you can second it.
I said I was going to second the motion.
All right, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Clem, you're on the ballot.
Clem, what do you think of foreign aid?
Foreign aid? Well, I don't know. I've had lemonade and orangeade. I've never tasted the foreign aid. How do you squeeze a foreign?
I'm a farmer. Now, what can I do to improve my lot?
Sprinkle a little fertilizer on it. He didn't get that. He didn't get that. I don't think they cared for it either.
Now, Clem, how will you improve conditions on the farm?
Mumble. Well, I'll tell you. First, I would give my votes to the person. I would let the person that does the most work do the voting. That is the animal.
An animal?
An animal.
You mean you want to give your vote to something like a hen?
Well, why not? They work day and night. And what do they get for it? Chicken feed.
I never thought of it that way
Never
before.
thought of that, did you?
Yeah, in a crazy kind of way. You know, he makes sense.
He makes sense.
Now, hold on just a minute. You want the animals to vote? Now, what do pigs know about politics?
Well, they got their nose and everything, buddy. And they can sling mud with the best of them.
I'll tell you what. If you can get the pigs to vote, Clem, I'll go along with them.
You got the figure for it. Keep your hat on so we can tell you apart, will you?
Listen, this is...
Little humor.
What? This is preposterous. How can a cow mark a ballot?
Well, that's easy. She's got a bag full of fingers.
Good evening. This is Walter Crankcase. The political world tonight is watching a unique election in Kadiddlehopper Corners. For the first time in the history of the world, animals are being allowed to vote, and they're turning out in droves.
My friends, I have wonderful news. I have the latest election returns, and the polls close in exactly 10 minutes. Here we are for honest Claude Stickyfinger, 50 votes. And Clem Kadiddlehopper trails with 49 votes. And here he is, honest Claude Stickyfinger.
Hello, voters. Lend me your ears. I've been your mayor for 30 years. I fought against graft and sin and crime, and it ain't my fault that I lost each time. Well, of course I steal, but you must admit, for the last 10 years I've been trying to quit. My record's as clean as a vulture's throat. Now here's a buck apiece, so go out and vote. Yeah! Mr. Mayor. Thank you, boss. Thank you. And now, my opponent. The man who was born with nothing and has been losing ground ever since. Clem Kadiddlehopper.
I've been looking for you.
What?
Did you see the morning paper? What was in it? My lunch.
Well, my worthless opponent, I've got 50 votes and you got 49.
You got 50 and I got 49, leading by 13, huh?
Don't give up, Clem. Don't give up. The animals haven't voted yet.
Well, you better hurry. The polls are ready to close.
Let the polls close. I wasn't counting on the dog vote anyway.
Now, listen to me. The only way you can win, Clem, is to get what you call the animal vote.
The animal vote, huh,
Yes.
sir? Well, I've got it. Here's my first voter right here. Yes, sir. Here, let me put the ballot box over here. There you are. Okay there, Mayor. Start out with your phony promises, and she's all yours. You make your promises, and I'll make mine.
Oh, this is the end.
Well, that's what you know about cows. This is the end. Well, it's one or the other.
Well, now, Madam Cow,
Yes.
vote for me and I'll put through a new milking ordinance. It'll outlaw cold hands and hangnails. I told you animals can't vote. She doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Well, maybe if you knew, she would know. Okay, now look, Foxy. You vote for me, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put two cars in every garage. 2 television sets in every parlor. 2 bulls in every barn.
You did it!
I did? I thought it was the cow.
Now, wait a minute. That makes it a tie.
It's a tie.
You still need one more vote to win.
I've got my next voter right over here. You need more? How do you do? Yes, sir. Okay, now, just start talking there, Mayor. She's a Rhode Island Red, but we let the... this is a democracy, see? So we let the enemies vote, too. You weren't on that elevator, were you?
No.
All right, Mayor, it's your turn to start talking. And if you're not lying, she'll start laying.
Now, listen. You vote for me, and I'll give you more feed to fatten you up. There'll be 2 pots on every chicken. She laid an egg.
No. Well, on this show, we give everybody a chance.
Well, that's a vote for me, and I win.
Yeah,
My fellow
just
voters,
a
I want to tell you that now that I have...
plucking minute there. Now, I have my turn at this. Say, Look, honey, I'll give you the reason why you should vote for me. She ain't even squatting yet. Boy, we'll show that Fisher family a thing or two, won't we, huh? There you are. I win by an egg slide. What did you tell that hen? Well, I told her I'd get her a date with the NBC peacock. She's always wanted to lay Easter eggs.
Now, wait a minute. This could be a trick. Are those real eggs?
Are they real eggs? Well, sir, let's find out. Keep that under your hat. Well, sir, Mayor,
It looks like the yoke is on me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Paris Sisters and Stubby Kaye.
Once in a while, will you try to give one little thought to me? Though someone else may be near your heart. So once in a while, will you dream of the moments I shared with you? Moments before we two drifted apart. In love's smoldering ember, one spark may remain. If love still can remember, the spark may burn again. Be contented with yesterday's memory, knowing you'll think of me once in a while. In love's smoldering ember, one spark still may spark may burn again. I know that I'll be contented with yesterday's memories, knowing you're thinking of me if only once in a while.
You hear that sound? The music goes round and around, whoa, and it comes out here. Your heart will start to pound. The music goes round and around, whoa, and it comes out here. Your feet are beating the ground. The music goes down around, below, below, below. Skeely-o-ho-ho, listen to the jazz come out. The handle's gotta be wound. The music goes round and around, oh, and it comes out here. I hear music, mighty fine music, and every time I play my gramophone, it brightens up my day when I'm alone. I've got music
sweet and hot music. I never could resist a swinging band, a symphony by Liszt or Dixieland. Famous names, you love them still. Harry James too. Tiny Hill, I hear music, mighty fine music. Whenever things are wrong and you feel blue, put on a little song, here's all you do. The handle's gotta be wound, the music goes round and around, whoa, and it comes out there.
You're swell.
And it comes out there.
Do tell.
And it comes out there.
Why fight it? It's bigger than both of us.
Some of these days, you're gonna miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're gonna feel so lonely. You'll miss my hugging, you'll miss my kissing. You're gonna miss me, honey, when you go away. I feel so lonely, just for you only. For you know, honey, you've had your way. And when you leave me, I know it will grieve me. You'll miss your little baby, baby, some of these days. Some of these days, you're gonna miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're gonna feel so lonely. You'll miss my hugging, you'll miss my kissing, you'll miss me, honey, when you go away. I feel so lonely, just for you only. For you know, honey, you've had your way. And when you leave me, I know it will grieve me. He'll miss your red hot ring-a-ding-a, baby, some of these days. He'll miss your big, your fat, mama, some of these days.
And now, The Silent Spot, starring Red Skelton in A Day in a Butcher Shop. Don't go away. Red will be back in a minute. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our sponsors and staff, may we thank you for allowing us to be a part of your evening. So until next week, I'll say goodbye for now, and may God bless. Good night.
The Red Skelton Hour. Join the march on this cruel crippler that strikes every 53 minutes. Give generously to United Cerebral Palsy. This is Art Gilmore speaking.